Have you ever wondered if you have a superpower? And I'm not talking about the kind of superpower where you can leap over a building in a single bound. I'm talking about a real life human superpower. So maybe you can't shoot webs out of your wrist, but you do feel like you have a spidey sense, or you are deeply intuitive, or maybe you can walk into a room and you can read it instantly. So in this short video, we're going to talk about what could be the underlying reason that you do have these human superpowers. So let's jump right in. So if being highly intuitive, or having a spidey sense, or reading a room in an instant, or noticing all the details resonates with you, it's highly possible that you could be a highly sensitive person or an HSP. So in this video, we're going to talk about the 4 main characteristics of what it means to be highly sensitive. And towards the end of the video, I'm going to tell you the only part about being highly sensitive that could be a downfall or your Achilles heel. I mean, even Superman has an Achilles heel, right? His is kryptonite. So the first characteristic of being highly sensitive is we're deep thinkers. We're thinking about everything on a level that's underneath what most people think about. So, for example, I was at my daughter's friend's birthday party last weekend, and I was watching the little girls play, and I was really thinking about the dynamics between, there was 2 little girls who kind of like went off and did their thing, and one was clearly the leader, and the other one was the follower. And so I was just thinking about, like, I wonder what's going on. Like, I wonder what's going on at home, or what's in her personality that she's the leader. And then the other one who was the follower, it was the same thing. You know, I wonder where is she a middle child? Is she the youngest child? So there is a difference though between being a deep thinker and just thinking a lot. And it is true that HSPs have a lot of thoughts, but just being caught up in the monkey mind is not the same thing. So an example of being in the monkey mind at the party could have been, I wonder what game is going to be next, and the pizza, we haven't had pizza yet and I'm hungry, and how much time do we have left in this party, right? So there is a difference. So that's the first characteristic, is we are deep thinkers, depth of processing. And if you really want to know if you're a highly sensitive person, I have a link to a free quiz in the description. Take the quiz and you can finally find out, are you an HSP? Do you have a superpower? So the second characteristic of being a highly sensitive person that I want to talk to you about is we care deeply. We really have this deep sense of empathy. I talked about in another video, one time I saved a spider who was riding on my windshield because it pained me to think about that spider falling off the windshield and getting killed. And so if you don't have the trait that we have as highly sensitive people, then you might think that's absolutely ridiculous. But if you are highly sensitive, then you're going to get that, and that's going to resonate with you. So we really have this capacity to feel deeply. So the third characteristic that highly sensitive people have in common is that we can sense the subtleties. And what that means is we notice everything. So drop in the comments if you notice everything. And that's kind of like that spidey sense that I was talking about. I would love to know, do you think you have a superpower? And if so, what is it? Tell me, what is your superpower? And if you find this content helpful, consider subscribing and hitting the like button, or even better yet, or in addition, share this video with somebody who you think could be highly sensitive and let them know about the quiz. Sensing the subtleties, it's noticing all of the details. So like maybe you walk into your child's classroom and you notice, those kids shouldn't be sitting together because they're distracting one another. Or you notice, wow, the chalkboard is actually maybe too high instead of being, lower, and it's hurting the kids' necks. But these are things that other people don't really seem to notice. And the fourth characteristic of being a highly sensitive person, and this is the one that can be considered negative, or your Achilles heel, your kryptonite, is overstimulation. And that just means that it's really easy for highly sensitive people to become overstimulated or overwhelmed. And then we become exhausted. So if you don't have the proper tools, and actually I have a link in the description as well, to grab your free 5 tools to really help your nervous system so that you don't become exhausted or overwhelmed or overstimulated. Then if you don't have tools, whatever that could be, it's really easy to just crash and burn at the end of the day. So those are your characteristics, guys. And if you think you have a superpower, chances are you're highly sensitive. Let me know in the comments. And remember, when you understand your sensitivity, you too can claim it as your greatest asset.